Martin Scorsese's Taxi Driver is a landmark in cinematic history, a film that captures the gritty essence of 1970s New York City while delving into the psychological depths of its protagonist. Written by Paul Schrader and starring Robert De Niro in a career-defining role, the film remains a profound exploration of alienation, morality, and the struggle for identity in a chaotic world. At its core, Taxi Driver is a character study of Travis Bickle, a Vietnam War veteran who works as a cab driver in the seedy underbelly of New York City. Bickle is a man adrift, battling insomnia, loneliness, and a growing sense of disconnection from the world around him. De Niro's performance is nothing short of transformative. He inhabits Bickle with a haunting intensity, capturing the character's vulnerability, suppressed rage, and fractured psyche. His iconic line, "You talkin' to me," delivered in front of a mirror, is emblematic of the film's exploration of identity and self-perception. The film's visual aesthetic is integral to its impact. Cinematographer Michael Chapman's use of moody, shadow-filled lighting and his depiction of New York City as a neon-lit labyrinth of vice and despair create a visceral atmosphere. The city itself becomes a character, its rain-slicked streets and seedy locales reflecting Bickle's deteriorating mental state. Scorsese's direction is masterful, employing tracking shots, slow motion, and subjective camera work to draw viewers into Bickle's world. Bernard Herrmann's score is another essential element of the film's power. Herrmann, who passed away shortly after completing the score, crafted a haunting musical backdrop that alternates between a melancholic saxophone melody and jarring, discordant strings. The music encapsulates the film's duality, the yearning for connection and the descent into violence. Schrader's script is a masterpiece of psychological insight and social commentary. Through Bickle's internal monologues and interactions, the film examines themes of isolation, urban decay, and moral ambiguity. Bickle's fixation on cleaning up the city's filth and his misguided attempts to play savior highlight the dangerous allure of vigilantism and the blurred line between heroism and delusion. The supporting cast also contributes significantly to the film's depth. Jodie Foster delivers a remarkable performance as Iris, a 12-year-old prostitute whom Bickle becomes determined to save. Foster's portrayal is both heartbreaking and resilient, capturing the complexity of a child caught in an adult world. Sybil Shepherd as Betsy, a campaign worker who becomes the object of Bickle's obsession, embodies the unattainable ideal that fuels his frustration. Harvey Keitel's portrayal of Sport, Iris's manipulative pimp, adds another layer of menace to the story. Taxi Driver is also notable for its exploration of political and social undercurrents. The film reflects the disillusionment and cynicism of post-Vietnam America, capturing the sense of societal fragmentation and moral ambiguity that define the era. Bickle's spiral into violence can be seen as a critique of a culture that glorifies rugged individualism while neglecting mental health and community support. The film's climax is both shocking and inevitable, a burst of violence that cements Bickle's transformation and leaves viewers questioning their own perceptions of morality and redemption. Scorsese's unflinching depiction of brutality is both a narrative and thematic culmination, forcing audiences to confront the consequences of Bickle's actions. Over the years, Taxi Driver has inspired countless discussions and interpretations. Its ambiguous ending, which sees Bickle hailed as a hero despite his violent rampage, continues to provoke debate. Is it a critique of societal values, a glimpse into Bickle's delusions, or a bitter irony that underscores the film's themes? Scorsese and Schrader deliberately leave these questions open, ensuring the film's enduring relevance. Taxi Driver has left an indelible mark on popular culture and cinema. Its influence can be seen in films like Joker, which echoes its themes of alienation and urban despair, and in the work of filmmakers who have drawn inspiration from Scorsese's bold, uncompromising vision. The film also solidified Robert De Niro's reputation as one of the greatest actors of his generation and established Scorsese as a master storyteller. Despite its acclaim, the film is not without controversy. Its depiction of violence, particularly involving Foster's character, has sparked debate about the responsibilities of filmmakers when portraying sensitive subjects. However, The film's unflinching honesty and refusal to offer easy answers are part of what makes it a masterpiece. In retrospect, Taxi Driver stands as a timeless exploration of the human condition, a film that delves into the darkness of the soul while holding a mirror to society. Its blend of psychological depth, artistic craftsmanship, and social critique ensures its place as one of the greatest films ever made. One of the more nuanced aspects of Taxi Driver is its exploration of masculinity and loneliness. Travis Bickle's interactions with women, from his awkward attempts at connection with Betsy to his paternalistic obsession with saving Iris, reflect his inability to navigate relationships in a meaningful way. His toxic ideals of masculinity, shaped by a society that often equates violence with power, drive him further into isolation. Scorsese and Schrader's portrayal of these dynamics remains profoundly relevant, resonating in contemporary discussions about gender roles and societal expectations. The film's production process also offers intriguing insights into its creative brilliance. Scorsese's collaboration with De Niro is legendary, with the actor fully immersing himself in the role by spending time with real-life cab drivers and meticulously crafting Bickle's persona. Scorsese's decision to shoot on location in the grittiest parts of New York City added an authenticity that studio sets could never replicate. The city's atmosphere, teetering on the edge of decay, became the perfect backdrop for Bickle's descent into madness. Paul Schrader's inspiration for the screenplay, his own struggles with depression, loneliness, and alienation, infuses the film with a raw, emotional honesty. Schrader's script taps into universal fears and desires, making Travis Bickle both a specific product of his time and an enduring symbol of humanity's darker impulses. Another fascinating layer is the film's engagement with media and perception. Travis's transition from a lonely cab driver to a media-celebrated hero highlights society's often contradictory values. The public's willingness to overlook his violent methods in favor of a simplistic redemption narrative raises questions about how we construct and consume stories of heroism. This aspect of the film remains particularly poignant in today's media-saturated world. Taxi Driver is also a showcase of Scorsese's skill in blending narrative with visual storytelling. The use of color, particularly reds and yellows, reflects Bickle's inner turmoil and growing aggression. The film's editing, led by Scorsese's frequent collaborator Thelma Schoonmaker, builds tension masterfully, culminating in the explosive finale. Every shot and sequence serves a purpose, reinforcing the film's themes and immersing the audience in its harrowing world. In examining Taxi Driver decades after its release, one cannot ignore its influence on subsequent filmmakers and its continued relevance in modern discourse. Its exploration of mental health, urban decay, and the blurred lines between heroism and villainy ensures that it remains a touchstone for both filmmakers and audiences. The film's legacy is a testament to the power of cinema to confront uncomfortable truths and spark meaningful conversations.